Hello guys, welcome back. In this video, let us see some more important concept. That is, let us see SageMaker service, and in that service, let us see JumpStart models already available, foundational JumpStart models, and let us see how to deploy it, as well as we will also see the options available in the JumpStart model. For training, do we have option or not? And for deployment, do we have option or not? Even without writing code, so that option is available to deploy a already available JumpStart model or not. So that we're gonna see in this lab, and we will even deploy a model, and I will show you the code as well, the basic code that you need to write in order to accept the foundational models which are present in JumpStart. The primary use case of this SageMaker is we will use it to deploy ML models or GenAI based application models. So basically, those you can able to create from starting to ending, that is from scratch to end, by using this SageMaker notebook, or you can able to use already available models, foundational models. Those are available in this JumpStart model option in SageMaker. Through that JumpStart model, through the JumpStart models available in SageMaker, you can able to use them, and you can able to deploy them, and you can able to even fine tune those models based on your requirement as well in real time. So in order to use those available foundational models present in this JumpStart, we need to understood right how to do that deployment of any particular model, or do I have any options to fine tune the available model present in SageMaker JumpStart models. And we also need to understood the code in order to write to fine tune the model or use the model. So let's understood those concepts now directly by lab. Now you can see I have already logged into my management console. Now I'm searching for SageMaker, and I want to open the SageMaker, and I want to see the available JumpStart models that I can able to use in my real time in order to deploy any ML models or use the available JumpStart models to create my SageMaker related ML model, deploy my ML model to use it in real-time use case. So for that, I'm just opening the studio. Through the studio notebook only, currently I want to open it. So since I have previously created my profile that is visible here, now I'm opening the studio with the previously created profile. In this, I have the option. You can see it is redirecting. So just wait for a moment. So there also I'll open Studio Classic. You can see that is this. I'm just skipping the tour. I'm just opening it. You can see access your Studio Classic apps by using this. Pick up where you left off and access your Studio Class from within the updated Studio experience. Now I'm opening it. It will show you the Studio applications that you previously stopped. You can see this is the application or Studio Classic application that I've previously started. Now I'm opening it in order to show you the available models, available JumpStart models that I can able to use in SageMaker to deploy them, and finally I can use the endpoint that is generated by the deployment in real-time use case. Like in Lambda, you can able to use those endpoints to use the model. So yeah, it immediately opening me the Jupyter Lab notebook. With that notebook, it also opens you some more options. I'll show you those. In those, JumpStart model is one option. In that JumpStart model, you can able to find the already available ML models that you can able to deploy them, or you can able to fine tune them. You can see here, SageMaker JumpStart. I'm just clicking on it. Now here, two types of options are there. One is manage already launched assets, and another one is this, that is a model notebook solutions. Here, pre-trained models available and example notebooks are available and pre-built solutions are also available. Now I'm opening it to use the pre-built models. Now here, if you observe, there are multiple models, those are visible here. So these all are already available ML models, those you can able to use. So these models are regarding classified based on, these are text generating foundational models. If you scroll it up, image generating foundational models are also available, as well as previously created solutions also available for particular problem, and vision related models also available for us. Text based models again, so whatever the text generating models or text based models, those are also available. And yeah, tabular models, so like that, audio models, text to image generating models, object detecting models, text classification models, as well as text to text generation models, text summarization models. So like this, you have image classification, question answering, text embedding, text generation, machine translation, image embedding, sentence pair classification, segmentation models are there, notebooks are there, frameworks are there. So like this, you have models classification already available here. So these many types of model classifications are there. You can choose based on your requirement. Currently, I want text generating models. So that's why I'm here. Now I want to see the available models in it. I want to see the available models in it. So you just click on here. You can see explore all text generation models. Totally 234 are there. Now I'm opening it. Might the count may increase in future. So don't focus on the count, just focus on the concept. Now here you can see multiple models are there, right? You can see multiple models are there. You can again categorize them based on your ML task. That is, you can see multiple ML based tasks are there. So based on your task, you can able to classify them. And based on the data type, it's a vision based or text based, tabular based or audio based. You can again classify them. You can again filter the available models. And content based. So what content you are expecting, based on that, you can again classify them. Based on the framework also, you can able to classify them. So let's say I am familiar with Hugging Face models. Now I'm expecting to use one of the Hugging Face model. So that's why I selected this. You can see only Hugging Face models are visible to you right now. Only Hugging Face models are visible to you. You can see the icon of this Hugging Face model. So like this, you can able to see only Hugging Face models. Now let's say I only want these Falcon models. So that's why I'm searching for Falcon. So I'm just clicking on enter. Now you can see all Falcon models basic search results will be appeared right now. Only 46 results are there. Now let's say for this scenario, I want to use this model. I don't know how to use this model, but right now I want to use this model. I want to use this sample model. So I'm just clicking on view model. If you observe, you don't need to configure even a bit here. You just click on deploy, so that this model will be deployed and the endpoint available in your SageMaker endpoints. Under the interface, you have this endpoints option. I'm just opening it. Yeah, you can see currently there are nothing, 0 endpoints are there. So whenever, if you deploy it, immediately this model will be deployed and you will get the endpoint in this interface in your SageMaker dashboard. In this interface endpoints, here you can able to see that endpoint related to the model that you deployed and you can able to use that model. So let's deploy it without writing the code. I'm just clicking on deploy. You can see processing your model. So whatever the model that we selected, that is getting processing. Endpoint ARN currently not available. So it will be available after getting deployed. You can see it gets deployed. Now you are creating your endpoint is begin creating. It might take you 5 to 10 seconds. Just wait. You can see the base model, all the details are visible here. Security settings are also visible here. Now let's move back. So these are the security settings for deploying your model. For deploying your model, these are the taken default security settings. And if you observe, this is the deployment configuration, that is SageMaker instance. On top of what instance type your model is deploying, that is this. On top of this model, your endpoint will be deployed. That is nothing but your model got deployed. Now you can open, it might take 20 seconds to go. So after few seconds, let's open it again. Now, this is a simple way where you haven't even written a single piece of code to deploy this model. You just click on deploy so that the Falcon 7B instruct BF16 got deployed, right? Yes. So it's getting deploying. After it's get deployed successfully, the endpoint will be available in your SageMaker. So whenever it gets deployed, we'll open it and check with the endpoint as well. I think it might taking a few seconds. So just wait for a moment. Now you can see still the endpoint is creating. So let's open SageMaker. Yeah, you can see, yeah, it is creating. Now under SageMaker endpoints, that is present under, you can see I opened the SageMaker dashboards and I'm checking the interface endpoints. Under interface, I have endpoints. You can see that is creating. This is the endpoint that is creating. Now you can able to use this endpoint in your real-time application, or else you can use it in your Lambda function to perform any particular task. Like you can able to do text based questions or question and answering. You can able to do multiple tasks with this model. So what are the tasks that you can able to do with this model? Those all you can able to do with this endpoint. What are the endpoint that we created? That is this. By using that, you can able to do every task that you want. Now let's explore much more things. Let's say in real time, if you want to use your own data, that is, let's say in real time, if you want to use your real data or your company data to be used by the model and to get the responses to you, that is in real time, if you are expecting that whatever the model, ML model that you are creating, that need to provide the responses based on your data, either it may be your company data in real time or else your client data, client application data, then we can able to do that by training the model with our data set. Here you can see it is asking us to provide the data set related location. we can able to store our data in S3, and we can able to provide our data set here, our model related data set here, location, and we can even provide the validation data set. For training, we need to provide some data set, location, and for validating or testing, you need to provide some path related to the file where you stored in S3. By simply providing those two, you can simply train this Falcon 7B instruct BF16 model by just providing those two here. So that's it. You're not doing even a piece of code here. You're just providing the location of S3 buckets where your company related data or fine tuning data is available. That's it. You're just training your model with that data by just clicking here, train. And if you see the deployment configurations, those are same that are previously available, and hyperparameters also there. You can even modify the default available configurations based on your requirement here. Or else, let's say if you want to open a notebook, and if you want to fine tune this model, train this model, or deploy this model by your own, then you can see here the option that is under this model. Under this model, open notebook option is there. You just click on it so that it will open you a Jupyter Lab notebook. And here you need to provide some instance related configurations, that is a instance type. What instance type that you want to use for this Jupyter Lab editor, notebook editor. Now I'm selecting the default one. Now here, if you observe, all the codes are there for deploying Falcon model interface. First, you need to install the requirements. And here you can see the model you specified by using the model ID. By using the model ID, you specified the model. And you imported the JumpStart from SageMaker JumpStart model. And you just provided this model ID to that function. And you just typed this, that is a deploy command. By using that model that you provided to the JumpStart model, you just deploying this by using this model.deploy. Then you are saving that model into this variable. Then you can use this variable, that is predictor variable, in order to predict the response for your questions. In middle, you can able to change the instance type. For that, you can see the command is this: my model is equals to JumpStart, this model ID and instance type. You can able to provide during this place in order to provide the specific model or instance type that you want to provide. And you can see here the prompt, whatever the prompt or the question that you want to provide, that is provided here. You can see we can able to get the response from this prompt by using the predictor that we created by this model. The predictor that we created, by using that, we can able to get the response by providing some payload here. Here you can see I'm providing the input for that payload as our question. So this is our question. By using that question, we can able to provide this payload to predict the response. And you can see about this model, the details also available. And here, so some more questions as well as some more responses are there. That is what are the things that this model can able to do. Those everything will be visible here. You can see this can able to generate the code, and it can able to translate the language, or it can able to translate the tokens, and it can able to do sentimental analysis as well. This model even can do question answering and recipe, how to generate a recipe. That thing also it will provide you, and summarization of that text, that also it can able to do. So this all you can able to do by using the available model. For that, you need to deploy the available model. To deploy your model, you can see this is the simple command. You just need to provide your model ID, and you can use this JumpStart model function, and you can simply use this deploy command. Then you can save the model ID in this predictor, model endpoint in this predictor. Then you can able to use that predictor to get the response related to the payload. After this notebook got started, we're gonna run these commands so that you can get familiar with these commands as well. Now let's run these as well so that you can able to observe the results. I'm just running this. So currently it is running. You can see here that, or you can observe it from here. Okay. So 0 is executed out of one cell. You can able to run simultaneously all the cells as well. Then you can able to get the response under each and every cell. So up to here we have seen that is this model. So 12 cells are there, nothing got executed. Just wait for a moment. Now you can see we're getting response for this cell. I think this cell got executing. Yeah, 2 cells got executed. That means this got done, as well as this cell got done. Now I think this is getting executing. Maybe this also will be done. Now let's move it up. Yeah, we need to get the response to it, right? If it executed, then we need to get the response here. So let's see. I think this cell is getting executing. After this cell got executed, or you can say our model got deployed by using this code, then we can able to use our model to provide some prompt and get the responses. So let's wait till this model got deployed. So till I think it's get deploying. So till it's get deployed. So whenever it gets deployed, one more endpoint will be created in our JumpStart endpoints. I'm opening this SageMaker endpoints. You can see, yeah, one more is getting creating. This creation might take you few minutes. So just wait for a few minutes. Till then, we can even analyze the other provided things, other references which are provided here. You can see they also provided the reference for fine tuning, how to load the mod. Here we are selecting the model, and here we can able to analyze how to prepare our data set and how to get AWS credentials, or you can say how to prepare our data set and how to pre-process our data set. Those all details are there, and the training related parameters how to provide, as well as how to start our training, and after finishing our training, how to deploy our model, and after deploying our model, then how to test our model. For that, the code also there for here for us the reference, and after everything got done, how to clean up the endpoint. So that also there here. That code reference also there for us here, and domain adoption for fine tuning. So that reference also available. That means for that, preparing the data set, training the parameters, again start training, as well as running the or deploying the endpoint after training it. Then after running the queries on those deployed model and cleaning up the endpoint. So the all related reference is also available here. Those you can take as an advantage, and you can able to use it in real-time application building for reference. Now you can see our model got deployed successfully. Then that also you can able to identify from here. You just reload it so that yeah, you can see that model also in service, the just now created model. Now I'm opening this. Now you can see all the tasks that we done or executed cells all will be run or executed. Now you can see this is the prompt that we provided. Tell me about SageMaker. So let's see the predicted response. You can see this is the response that we get. Amazon SageMaker is a cloud-based ML platform offered by AWS and so on. You can see, yeah, that's the correct response. Whatever the response that I'm expecting, that response I'm getting. And you can see, yeah, if I query, query endpoint I provided, and yeah, you can see I provided the payload. And by using this query endpoint function, now I'm not writing each and every time predicted or predict. I'm just providing the payload to this function. Then you can see the response will get print, the input as well as the output response will get printed. You can see what is a write a program to compute factorial. So for that program will be, we get that program even. And if you observe here, we have provided one more payload and we are asking build a website within 10 simple steps. You can see what are the steps that we follow. That is that we get as the output. And here, if you observe, we provided one more payload to translate English to French. And we provided this as the code. Then you can see we get the response back here. This is the input that we provided and this is the output that we get. And if you observe, we even provided this content and we asked it for sentiment. And if you see, we passing it to the function, then it printed the function printed the input as well as it provided the output as positive as the sentiment. And questioning and answering. We provided a question. Can you remind me when was the C program language was invented? You can see I'm getting the output exactly 1972. And we even asked about recipe generation. What is the recipe for delicious lemon cheesecake? And we provided a new token that is 400 characters are allowed. You can see I got the response based on the max tokens, max new tokens that we provided. We got a lengthy response, right? Yeah. So we get the ingredients required and we even get the response or instructions to prepare this recipe. Then we provided a big payload and we are asking for this article summarization. Do this summarized. Yeah, you can see this is the input and this is the small output. I think this whole content gets summarized into this small content. So that's, yeah, till this step we executed. If you want to fine tune this model with your data, then you can able to replace the fine tuning data or preparing training data. Here you can able to replace. Here you can see we're getting the AWS related credentials and we are using here the original data file. Here you need to replace it with your file so that your file will be fine tuned by running this model. And related to your domain related fine tuning model, then you can even use this model and you can able to replace the training data set. You can see data prefix. So here you need to provide your bucket and your bucket related prefix so that based on that your model will be trained and you can able to get the endpoint after deploying. And you can even check that model by providing some payload as well as questions to that model and you can able to get the response. So in this way in real time, you can able to use the available SageMaker related JumpStart models and you can able to perform the task that you required in real time. At last, let's see this launched JumpStart assets. That means we have already launched some assets, right? Or JumpStart models, those all visible under this. Now I'm opening it. We have already deployed some ML models. So let's see them. You just click on this model endpoints. There you can able to see the model endpoints that you have previously created. You can see 33 minutes ago this got created. So that's why that endpoint will be visible right now here. So like that, you can able to manage whatever the JumpStart assets that are created, or model endpoints, or training jobs that you done, or solutions that you created in this launched JumpStart assets. So I hope you understood this video and you got a good knowledge regarding JumpStart model in SageMaker, and how to deploy that model, or how to use the available models, foundational models present in JumpStart, or how to filter them based on your requirements and deploy them. And even we have seen the responses, and we have seen the code regarding how to fine tune it as well. References we have seen. By using those references, you can able to use it in real time to for your data, or client's data, or company data, to fine tune your company data by using any one of the foundational models that best fit for your requirement. And you can able to use that model to get the responses quickly, or you can able to perform actions that required by you quickly to perform any task and address the client's requirements. I hope you understood this video and you got a good knowledge regarding the SageMaker JumpStart models, available foundational models. So I hope this video is useful. If you feel this video is useful, then please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. Thanks for watching again. See you back in the next video with another interesting topic. Until then, bye bye guys.